Okay, it's problem number 13. And my recommendation on number 13 is I'm going to do something that, some people don't want to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to multiply top and bottom. I'm sorry. I'm going to make the top equation by the LCD, which is xy, and the bottom equation by the LCD, which is also xy. And then the equation becomes easier for me to deal with. But again, you may decide this doesn't make it easier for you, but it makes it easier for me. So you get plus y cubed, then you get 19 over 6 xy here. What do you get in the second equation? You would get, let's see, did I do that right? Okay, you're going to get y plus x equals 1/6 of xy. I want to point out that y plus x is really the same thing as x plus y. So I'm gonna rewrite that as x plus y. And then I notice that factors cancel. I'm going to basically divide. And what are you left off with? X squared. Let's see, plus xy. I'm sorry, not plus xy. Sorry about that. Minus xy plus y squared. And I'm dividing. So 19/6 divided by 1/6 is going to be 19. And the xy's disappear. All right? Now, I grant that. I realize you're looking at that and say, I don't know what I want to do with that. Let me just erase some of the business I just went through. All right? So we got that. And I'm looking at this saying, what am I going to do with that? You know what? I'm looking at two things now that might be easy to combine. This guy and this guy. And so what I'm going to do is take the second equation. I'm going to solve it for y. This one over here. All right? And what do you get there? I got to be careful there. It's x equals y. You know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to multiply both sides by 6. Just makes it a little bit easier for me. So it's going to be 6x plus 6y equals xy. And then I'm going to try to solve for y, right? So xy minus 6y is 6x. 6x is equal to y, and that would be x minus 6. And you get 6x over x minus 6 is equal to y. I want to point out, this is in your notes right over here. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to pop it in here. It's an easy one to do, by the way. And what do you get there? You get x squared minus x times y. Well, y is 6 over that. And then it's going to be y squared equals 19. And here's the trouble. And by the way, I really mean it's trouble. It's going to require work. Lots of it. After you do that work, you're going to get something you think is impossible. It is not impossible. You can use the rational root theorem to help yourself out if you need it. But it's going to be work. It's going to be more work. We've done a lot of problems like this in the past, by the way. You're going to get this over here. And by the way, it's got really two really simple solutions to it. X equals minus 3. And what's the other one? X equals 2. How do you get the y? Right here. Just plug it in, you'll get that. This guy, I'll be honest with you, a little bit difficult. But you know what? We have a quadratic formula. And it's going to result in complex points, all right? By the way, I want to point out other things to do with the problem, substitutions, things like that. Yes, I go through that. No, you don't have to go through that. I got 4 points, 2 real, 2 complex points, and I went through another method over here if you want to look at that. You don't have to, all right? Do I graph it? Of course I graph it. It's figure 162 over here. And by the way, I couldn't expect anyone to do that graph by hand unless they had special talents. And by the way, I do not possess that special talent. I want to remind you who I am. I'm Ron Bannon. We're at the end of the problem set, and that's why I'm going a lot faster through the problems right now. However, I have read through my document, by the way. I, of course, wrote the document. But I got to be honest with you, sometimes I'm reading through things and I don't see errors that other readers might see. If you see something, please say something. If you want to say something, say it to that email address, and hopefully I'll be listening to you when you say it. Thank you.